Bringing the business, ready to go at the top of a dime. Bringing the business, put all you Mac like a niggas in line. Bringing the business.
Yo, another episode of Bringing the Business.
What's up,
What's up,
bro?
bro?
Man, chilling,
What's
man.
going on with you, man?
Man, same old, man.
Hey man, when you reached over to shake my hand, I almost ducked, man. I thought you was gonna,
Chris Rock.
Yeah, I thought you was gonna slap me or something, man. What's going on?
Give you a Chris Rock special, baby.
What you think about that, man?
Bro, so I've been talking. I was working with a guy last night, and we was talking about it. So, of course, when you with your woman, you with your, your wife, and as a man, you feel like you gotta protect your woman. Not just from physical threat, but any type of threat that you feel like is gonna hurt her feelings or, stuff like that. And that, I think, I've seen like the progression of how, through media, how she talked about like losing her hair and stuff like that. And it was a real emotional thing for her. You know what I'm saying? So as a husband or as a boyfriend, you feel the need to protect her and protect her feelings, but I just feel like at that particular, where they were, he did it wrong. That's what I feel like. Because of where he was, he handled the situation wrong.
Now, Chris has not gave an official statement or anything, but
Correct.
There's been people that say I spoke to Chris, and I think Diddy said it, somebody else. They all steady saying that he's maintaining that he didn't know about her alopecia.
I mean,
He said he did. He said he was just cracking a bald head joke or a G.I. Jane joke or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
He said he was not aware of her having this medical condition.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, if that's the case, we'll definitely. I think he overreacted anyway. And like I say, at that moment, and how you did it and everything like that was all wrong, bro.
Yeah.
You first of all, on that stage, you can't do that.
Right.
You can't do that on that stage. Because think about it. If Chris hit you back or two of y'all big black grown men rolling on that stage or whatever, how bad does that look?
I look real bad.
That look real bad.
And I think that's the reason. So people acting like, oh man, Chris a punk or whatever like that. But I think he tried to make light of the situation because he knew how it would look if he would have retaliated. You know what I'm saying? So he tried to save face for both of them. You know what I'm saying? At that point. Now, of course, he gonna look like a punk and like a bitch or whatever. But I think the reason why he did it was because of that. Like, he's trying to save face because he knew, man, you got two black guys up here. You know what I'm saying? This I can't carry this on in furtherance. You know what I mean?
And stay in your career, like,
yeah,
because he get jobs like hosting the Oscars.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. So now if you roll around on this stage, that's over with.
That's over with.
You know what I'm saying. Yeah. But now people still on your side. People like how you reacted to it, everything like that. So you keep that door open. See, I think it was more about, like, Will has been taking some hits lately as far as you know what I'm saying. You just hit that button right there, then it'll come on. As far as like, as far as like Jada with the entanglement situation with, just like that. And I didn't read his book, but a lot of people say in his book he talk about his mom being abused by his dad and stuff like that, and he not helping or not doing nothing. So it's like, I think he's going through that, like, I got to get my balls back, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? How better way to get your balls back than to defend your woman? You know what I'm saying? In a case like that.
I get it. But so here's what I said. So this is how I feel about the situation. Because of the situation and how he felt like he had to protect his wife. It's a way of doing that, but it's also a way of doing it where he don't get the backlash he's getting now. Now, this is what I said he should have done. So the guy I was working with last night, he was like, man, he could have waited till commercial break and went to the back.
Yeah, I
said, okay, he could have done that. He absolutely could have done that.
Look here. Keep my wife's name out your mouth, man. Like, we're not playing like that. Don't play with her like that. Whatever the case may be. Yeah. You still done checked them.
Yeah.
You still everything intact, everything. Your wife see you, then check them. So you
Right.
still then, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Do what you need to do.
Or if he felt like he absolutely had to do something at that point, at that particular moment, I would have even respected him walking up on the stage, going side to side to this man, whispering in his ear, "Hey, look, don't say shit else about my wife, bro. This is a sensitive subject. You know what I'm saying? I need you to apologize right now." You know what I'm saying? And made him apologize.
The physical part was absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah, absolutely.
And unacceptable.
Unacceptable. I agree with you.
You know what I'm saying? The physical part was absolutely ridiculous and unacceptable.
There's no way he could. And when it first was brought to my attention, I'm thinking like, oh man, it's fake.
Yeah,
it's
I know a lot of people did.
You know what I'm saying? It gets staged or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So when I looked at it a couple of times, I'm like, yeah, this ain't right. This ain't real. You know what I'm saying? But then when I looked at the commentary afterwards, when he was like, keep my motherfucking wife name at your, you know what I'm saying? So I'm looking like, wait a minute, he's serious.
But Nick, this is another thing. Okay, you know your wife, I know my wife, you know your woman, they know your woman, you know your man, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
People know, you know your person, right?
Yeah.
You know what either embarrasses or pisses off or whatever the case may be,
Yeah.
your significant other.
Right.
So at home, whether it's her weight, whether it's her hair conditioner, condition, whatever the case is, you know this. Right? Because I'm sure y'all discussed this. She done shared this with you. You probably done joked about it and got cussed out or whatever the case may be. You know it.
Right.
So when he told this joke about her head, which you are saying that you know to be a sensitive matter for her, why do you laugh first?
You know what? That's another thing that came up.
Why don't you, as soon as you hear this bald head joke, you supposed to be on 10 at that point. It seems to me that you laugh and then you look over and see it piss off, and now you want to react off her reaction.
It can be, and I said, so it can be looked at that way. I said it can be looked at that way, but it also could be looked at as in that atmosphere. I think at first he was trying to laugh it off. You know what I'm saying? He was trying to laugh it off, even though he knows a sensitive topic. You know what I'm saying? Regarding him, his family, his wife. I think at first he tried to laugh it off, and then I do feel like he looked at his wife's reaction, was like, oh shit, I can't just laugh this one off. You know, so I can't let this shit slide. You know what I'm saying? Because I think he did look at like, oh man, it's look at the moment I'm in right now. You know what I'm saying? Look at, where I'm at. He was trying to laugh it off, but then he looked at her, he was like, I gotta do something about this shit. You know what I'm saying? So I do feel like it was a situation of him looking at his wife and saying, fuck, I gotta do something. You know what I'm saying? But when he first initially laughed, I just looked at it like he's trying to make light of it and hope that she doesn't, you know what I'm saying, have that type of, feeling about it because it's a joke. But then when he seen her look that way, he was like, okay.
And then you have to think about this. Of course, this year, Chris was not hosting. But that event, he was presenting an award. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But that event usually has, more times than not, they have a comedian as the host.
Which it was.
Right. So, and they tear the crowd up. That's usually what they do. Like, you know this to be the case. Yeah.
But he wasn't the host, so it's like, okay. So in defense of, I'm going to say in defense, let's just say that I feel like because he's presenting an award, just come out there and present the award. Shut the fuck up. That was Wanda Sykes and I forget what other people were. That's their thing. They're the hosts. So they come out and do their spiel. You come out there, you present the fucking award, you get the fuck off the stage. Why are you cracking jokes? Why are you know what I'm saying? Anyway.
Everybody know Chris, he's a comedian.
I understand
that's what he does.
I get it, but I feel like he shouldn't have done that because that wasn't what he was there for. You know what I'm saying? You're there to present an award. You come out, present the award, and you leave.
I just heard this in conversation with somebody else that they even talking about taking that award from Will.
They talk. I doubt if they do it, but they talking about it though. They are talking about. I doubt if they do it though. I think once he make a public statement, you know what I'm saying, addressing the situation. Where I think he said certain things, but I don't think he's made a public statement.
And I'm gonna tell you this: if I'm Chris Rock and I'm not gonna do nothing back physically, oh, y'all finna be the butt of these jokes up here though.
Oh yeah, I'm going on tour.
I'm just saying right now I'm finna.
Oh,
I'm getting ready to heat you up.
Yeah,
now I may stay off her head, you know what I'm saying, situation, but I got to get my lick back some kind. He actually going on tour now.
That's what I'm saying. I'm going on tour.
Like he was going on tour before this, but they say that his ticket sales have skyrocketed.
I'm making money.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of people want to see what he got to say about it. First of all,
I'm making money. I mean, but it's only right though. He not pressing charges.
right.
So you know he gonna benefit it off of it anyway, which you know he took the high road, so now everybody like, man, he about to go ham on these motherfuckers on the comedy circuit. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, that's the way you get your money right there. You ain't gotta sue this man. You get your money right there because he like you said, his ticket sales went up. You know they's gonna go up because now everybody like what Chris gonna say.
So what do you think about what they saying now about comedians now have to worry about people running up on stage? If you get to cracking on somebody in the audience, do comedians now have to worry about one of these audience members getting upset and rushing the stage? Nah,
I don't think so. I think they blowing it out of proportion. You know, that's what comedians do. So now all of a sudden, because one person do it, now you feel like it's gonna be a ripple effect. Nah, it's not. It's one isolated situation about a touchy subject within the family, and like you said, it's a lot of built up stuff that been going on with Will, you know. Anyway, so it was an isolated situation. Ain't nobody running up on those stage. I mean, don't get me wrong. You may get some people who try it, but you gonna try the wrong person. You know what I'm saying? Get up there and get your ass whooped.
So do you think if it was another Rock up there, if it was the Rock up there, and did that,
Will still would do that shit.
That's what I'm saying. So he know or felt Chris Rock was pussy?
Yeah, absolutely.
And you think that's
I mean,
or
not just that he was pussy.
Wasn't gonna do nothing or was gonna take the high road
right.
or whatever.
Yeah, I think he knew that he was probably gonna take the high road. You know what I'm saying? Because let's say, for instance, like you said, the Rock up there hosting it, or he, man, ain't nowhere in hell Will Smith would have walked up there. Will Smith would have got his ass rocked out that bitch. You know what I'm saying? There's no way in hell he would have did that shit. I mean, and let's take another, like, let's say, for instance, Bernie Mac still alive. Man, he ain't walking up on no stage with no Bernie Mac, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Because some of them other people not taking the high road.
No.
You know what I'm saying? In situations
no.
like that. So yeah, I say that same thing. I think it was kind of a bullying or preying on the weak type of situation. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, bro.
So yeah, I agree. But I hated to see that. And I'm telling you, Chris Rock, one of my favorite, if not my favorite comedian. And a lot of people don't like Chris Rock, man.
It's not that I don't like him. I'm gonna say this about Chris Rock. It's not that I don't like him, but the last couple of specials he had was
you didn't like him?
Terrible to me, bro. I tried too. It wasn't like I tried to watch it though, and I could not. It was not funny, bro. Like I'm sitting there looking like, oh yeah, I gotta turn this shit off. Like I mean, I couldn't. Like Dave Chappelle, funny as shit to me. You know what I'm saying? Like even when he just talking regular and shit like that, Dave Chappelle funny as shit. Chris Rock, I'm telling you, like the last two specials that I ever watched of Chris Rock was absolutely not funny to me.
And Chris Rock is just hilarious to me, period. Like I even love like Everybody Hates Chris.
Oh yeah.
Like I like Chris Rock. Like
no,
Chris Rock, you know what I'm saying? And Chris Rock got that different type of humor, like DL.
Mm-hmm.
I like DL. A lot of people don't. A lot of people don't think DL is funny.
I like DL.
You know what I'm saying? But I think that Chris Rock, DL, people like that are funny. So you talking about Tambourine?
I ain't like it.
And what was up? Top 5. You ain't like top 5? Remember when he did Cause those are the only ones. Cause Bigger and Blacker and Never Scared is my favorites. That was
So whichever one was the last two, he did.
that was top 5 and 10. Remember they had the top 5. He had to actually hit. They did like a little movie or something with that.
Yeah, I don't know. I just remember. I know Tambourine was terrible to me.
Yeah,
I could not. I went maybe like 10, 15 minutes, and I was like, yeah, I can't do it.
Yeah, I like Chris Rock, man. Yeah. So man, I just hope some, I don't really want nobody to get canceled, anything like that.
Me neither.
Man, Will, man, get it together, man.
Yeah, I think, with Will, he's loved by so many people, white, black, all races, you know what I'm saying? He has, throughout his career, he has hit every, base as far as race.
Will,
yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Parents just don't understand from, Fresh Prince to
all the movies, Independence Day, you know what I'm saying? Bad Boy.
Ali.
I mean, he's hits a wide range of people, and a lot of people love him. Like, I was working at the airport, and we got a call saying that Will Smith was coming in. So I'm like, okay, well, whatever. Now we need you over there. We got people hanging out by the thing, you know what I'm saying? So I'm thinking like, be like 4, 5 people, you know what I'm saying? Like, whatever, Dude, I get over there, man, it's a block full of people, you know what I'm saying? Will Smith, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, which I say all this to say, like, he's loved by so many people that I believe once he give a public statement, he kind of try to address the inner issues that he's going through, because he's going through something. Once he addressed those inner issues, people are going to be like, okay, we get it, you know what I'm saying? It's one incident out of the many times that he has shown so much love to people, you know what I'm saying? It's one time. It's not a habitual thing where he constantly doing bad stuff. So it's gonna fly. It's gonna fly. Fly under the radar.
Since we talk sports on this show, did you see the movie King? What's the name of it?
King Richard.
King Richard.
I have not seen it yet. I have not seen it.
That's a good movie. Yeah, I sat up there and watched it. Man, it's I guess you could say it's a little long, but it's good though.
Okay, I might have to watch it.
Yeah, and it just shows you how he got Venus and Serena on track. To me, it seems to highlight Serena a little more than Venus.
Really?
And I guess that kind of makes sense since Serena made it
higher heights.
So to me, maybe I need to watch it again or something like that because I've seen it once. But it seems like it showcases Serena.
But
more
you know
than
what?
It does Venus.
It makes sense because when they first came out, Venus was on top.
Right. She's older.
She's the oldest one. She's on top. But I think as she got sick, I think she has lupus or something like that. Don't quote me on that. But I think it's lupus if I'm not mistaken. And as her health started to, have a problem with her, she started to regress, with the skill set. So, and then Serena just kept getting stronger and stronger and stronger. You know what I'm saying? Her play. I think if Venus would have never got that illness, they would have been progressing the same.
I can't pronounce this. Say that.
I don't know. Something syndrome. I don't know.
Yeah, so she does have a autoimmune disease.
Okay, autoimmune disease.
And the but that tell you how dope she is because the symptoms include joint pain and fatigue.
Right.
So if she reached the heights that she reached with that particular disease, that tell you, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. That tell you how dope she is.
Yeah. And like I said, had it not been for that, she'd have reached higher heights or, been on the same level as Serena. But it makes sense. I'll say all that to say it makes sense that they started to, I guess, I didn't see it, but to me, by what you're saying, it would make sense though, because
it's just to me, maybe I'm
gonna watch it.
Just watch it. So another movie. Did you like him in Ali?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, played the hell out of that part. Absolutely. I don't think nobody else could have played it as good as he did. He had the look. He put on the weight. He had the look. He had the voice. You know what I'm saying? Everything was perfect. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? in my eyes, just like you'll look at like a Jamie Foxx playing Ray. You know what I'm saying?
It made you think that was really great.
You know what I'm saying? I can't picture nobody else playing their part. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so he played the hell out of that. Man, I wanted to segue into something real quick, man.
Go ahead.
Have you seen, I know we talked about it briefly earlier, the Jackson State new facility?
I just seen it, to be honest with you. The thing with that is, so I got a question I got to pose to you about that. So, there's an HBCU.
Correct.
They did good last year. Of course, Deion Sanders, Coach Prime, that's the coach. You know, he got his sons over there playing with him, and he got some other talent, obviously, because they was a good team. But do you think we can't? I feel like this. We can't measure what's happening at Jackson State with all HBCUs, because I think a lot of this is happening because of Coach Prime.
But that's what it's gonna take at these other ones too, though.
So it's gonna
take somebody else. Like for instance, did you hear Mo Williams became the basketball coach over there? So it's gonna take these big name people to become coaches over there.
Okay.
Okay, let me ask you. I was just talking to somebody about this. Jackson State, I think they went 11-0 last year before they went to the bowl game.
Mm-hmm.
It was some on the lines of that, right?
Yeah.
So obviously they have more talent over there now, right?
Yeah.
Obviously they're getting the talent over there due to prime time being over there, right? We can say that, right?
Correct.
Now, I'm not discrediting him because I don't know this. I'm saying this out of ignorance because I really don't know.
Okay.
Do you think he's really the coach over there, like coaching the X and O's, or is he just the face that's getting the people in there?
I think he's a coach.
Okay, so if he's the coach and he's really coaching the X and the O's of it, think about if Jerry Rice, I think Jerry Rice went to Mississippi Valley or something like that. I think that's where he went to school at.
Okay.
So if they get Jerry Rice on staff over there as the face, even if he's not the main coach or whatever like that, that's gonna bring people. If you one of the top receivers coming out of high school and Jerry Rice comes sit in your living room, you don't think that can get you to go to you know what I'm saying, to one of these HBCUs?
I mean, I think so, but my thing is we gotta. What we hoping is people start to ride the train or get on the train that Prime is pulling off with. That's the only thing we could do, because that's the only way the HBCU, as far as football or just sports in general, is going to take off, because they so far behind these top level schools, these D1 schools like Alabama, Ohio State, Michigan, Notre Dame. You know what I'm saying? I can go on, Clemson, all them. So it's going to take something like that for it to happen. That's why I said it's for Jackson State. It looks nice, but it's still not the norm. You know what I'm saying? And that's why we're talking about it right now, because it's not the norm. We used to the HBCUs, you want to go to the game because you want to,
the atmosphere.
The atmosphere is why you want to go to an HBCU game. You're not really
the
going.
Band,
the band. Yeah,
like that. More than you looking at the.
More than you looking at the teams. You know what I'm saying? So now we trying to get to the point where we actually going to watch good quality football.
Correct.
And I don't mean to knock them as athletes. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean that's a good quality in the HBCU circuit. But when you go from watching D1 on TV and you watch HBCU, you can tell a difference.
And you can tell a difference. I'm getting ready to pull it up right now. Who they played in the bowl game. Whoever they played in the bowl game is South Carolina State.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? They end up beating them. So you know, so that lets you know they still not ready for the
big time.
For the big time.
Yeah.
You know, they're actually making great strides and great steps to that, but they're not ready yet. Let me show you this right here. Let me show you the prime time effect, though. Now, I don't have the figures before prime time got there, but look at the difference of, you know what I'm saying, of this. So, out of the recruiting rank, you know, they rank the whole nation, right?
Mm-hmm.
And this goes between like Division I football and everything like that, right? So I'm just show you kind of what Jackson State is right now.
Okay.
Iowa State is number 59 in the classes,
Okay.
in the ranks, you know what I'm
Right.
saying, in the nation. Their football budget is 29.4 million,
Mm-hmm.
with a recruiting budget of $955,000.
Mm.
Right? Number 58 is Central Florida. They have a football budget of 20.4 million, with a recruiting budget of $421,000. Number 57 is Duke. They have a football budget of 25 million, with a recruiting budget of 1.34 million. Right? That's at Duke. Kansas State is number 56 in recruiting throughout the nation. Their class is ranked. You know, usually Bama is ranked number 1 in recruiting also. I want everybody to understand what I'm saying.
Right.
Kansas State is ranked number 56 with a football budget of 22.7 million, with a $1.1 million budget. Jackson State has climbed up to number 55 in the nation.
What's their budget?
So, but that's great.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Compared, they up here with, you know,
with the
they doing
D1
some
stuff,
major
yeah.
recruiting.
Because Kansas State is a D1.
All these are.
Yeah.
Duke is D1.
Yeah,
All of
D-
these
oh,
are
yeah.
D1 schools.
Yeah, D1 schools.
Jackson State is number 55, right? Now, mind you, I'm just reading off these other budgets so you can see the difference. 20, these are millions. 29 million, 20 million, 25 million, 22 million. Jackson State is number 55 with a $2.4 million budget. Recruiting, $15,000. These other schools are 1.1 million, 1.3 million. 955, I mean, these are thousands, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
955,000, 421,000.
Mm-hmm.
So that Deion Sanders effect is major as far as the recruiting go, because they don't have no money.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, and that's what I'm saying though. To what you're saying, you're gonna have to have these top level or former athletes that were greats, especially the ones who actually did play at HBCUs. They're gonna have to come back and do something like that in order for them to be in the same, list of what we talking about with Jackson State.
You know, Hugh Jackson is at Grambling State.
Okay.
Remember the coach for Cleveland Browns?
Absolutely, yeah. I remember.
He at Grambling State. So,
but that's different though. And I'm gonna say,
he a big name. I mean, because he was an NFL coach. So
Yeah.
you can say we got an NFL coach to coach our team.
Yeah, that's true. But I don't think it's gonna be the same effect.
As somebody like Prime Time.
Yeah.
And Prime Time is still like cool.
Yeah.
You know
So
what
you're
I'm
gonna
saying?
have to get somebody. I'm trying to think of who could you get? You know what I'm saying? Is Georgetown considered HBCU?
No,
I'm not sure.
no, Georgetown not.
I'm trying to think.
Georgetown Division I. Like you got your Jackson State, your Alcorn State, your Mississippi Valley, Alabama State. You know what I'm saying? Grambling, Howard, Savannah State. That's where Shannon Sharp went. You know what I'm saying?
So it's gonna take like these athletes that were greats, Hall of Famers and stuff like that, to go back and try to revive some of these programs to make them competitive with these D1 schools. That's gonna be rough.
I think you got a better chance in basketball. And I'm going to tell you why I say that. Just say you took a player like Zion, right?
Mm-hmm.
So because in basketball, one player can tell the outcome of a game more than
because only 5 people on the court.
only 5 people.
Only
And if
7.
you're just that dope,
Yeah.
you're going to control this game.
I agree with that.
Like Zion, just say he say, all right, I'm going to Jackson State. Think about it. You only got to go for a year. Then you go to the league.
Yeah.
Football, you can't go into the draft till your junior year. So you got to stay here for 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're Zion, you tell R.J. Barrett, no, we ain't going to go to Duke. Let's go to Jackson State. The camera's coming.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The camera's coming. So now Jackson State is on TV.
Yeah.
Now Jackson State is going to make the tournament.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you only got to stay there for a year.
That's true.
But the only thing is, if you get hurt the medical attention is not the same there as you would get at Duke.
Yeah, I mean that's rough.
Yes,
That's rough.
That's a big chance.
That's rough. So I mean, and that's why you factor all that in as an athlete.
Yes, sir.
And I know the parents factor in that in too. You know what I'm saying? If my son is a D1 prospect, he a one and done. Let's say not even say D1. He a one and done prospect.
Right.
So if I go to these facilities and I see top of the line facility at Duke or North Carolina or whatever, maybe, and I go to Jackson State and I'm looking like, nigga, this HMO over here. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, as a parent, I'm like,
okay, I got a strategy. I've been thinking about this. I got a strategy. How about, okay, just say, like think about this. It's somebody sitting on Bama bench right now that we're not gonna know that's a running back, right?
right.
But we're not gonna know about him. We're not gonna know about him for another 2 to 3 years. He's a freshman right now. He gotta wait his turn. So
Football, right?
Football.
Okay.
But we're not gonna know about him yet, right?
Right.
So for 2 years he gonna ride the pine.
Right.
Like maybe even practice squad or whatever the case may be, or red shirt, maybe even red shirt where you're not even touching the field.
Right.
Or Bama tell you like, yeah, we want you, but you gotta go to junior college for a year.
Okay.
Because you know that's some people's path. You gotta go to junior college. Would you, instead of going to junior college for that year or riding that pine for that year, go to Jackson State and play there for a year and like kill for a year?
Oh yeah.
And play some football opposed to sitting back?
I would because of who that. I mean, me personally, as an athlete.
Or would you go HBCU? I ain't gonna just single out Jackson State.
I mean, as long as I would do it because I know at the end of the day that. So let's say, for instance, you go to junior college and you get hurt. Alabama not gonna pay for your medical stuff anyway because you're not with them anyway. So I would rather go to an HBCU where I'm gonna play, and with this transfer portal stuff anyway.
And it kind of and it kind of helps the like just say you one of them players that want to help build this HBCU thing up, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm pretty sure if you tell prime time, look, I'm only coming here for a year. Like I'm one of the top recruits in college.
Yeah.
I'm only gonna come here and play for you for a year. Then I'm going to Bama.
Mm-hmm.
I bet he'll take you.
Yeah, why not?
And you gonna boost my program up, and you one of the top, like that corner that he stole from Florida State.
Yeah.
What if dudes still want to go to Florida State in 2 years?
But
I'm gonna go there with you for 2 years and kill over here with you. I bet Deion will take him.
Yeah, he'd be a fool not to.
You know what I'm saying?
Not to. I mean, the thing is that as an athlete, you're in a tough situation because you thinking about the best of the best when it comes to your body, you know what I'm saying, your brand, what you can get out of a university because they get something out of you. So you're in a tough situation. With that being said, you go to an HBCU, you really, even though you're a star, you kind of lessening yourself because of,
they gonna look at your competition.
Yeah.
They gonna say you ain't played nobody. They gonna.
Yeah, but I mean, like you said though, if you say I'm gonna go here for a couple of years, and like I said with this transfer portal, man, I can easily transfer to Bama or any of these top D1 schools after you go there, and then you still will boost their program.
Right.
I mean, because as long as you balling, you're a top prospect. Cameras, like you said, cameras gonna go your way. All of that. So I mean, what's gonna have to happen with the HBCU circuit is like we saying, like you're gonna have to get these top level guys who played in the league, Hall of Famers, you know what I'm saying, who actually, I don't know too many, top level guys who went to HBCU. I mean, I know
even if you didn't go there, because Deion didn't go there.
No, he didn't go
there.
there.
Deion went to Florida State,
Yeah.
but he trying to give back. So where's Ray Lewis? Say Ray Lewis go to Howard or something. I'm just naming.
Yeah.
So and then like I said, Jerry Rice go here, and then this person go here. Because right now, what's gonna happen is all the talent that will say, okay, I'm gonna go to HBCU, they're gonna crowd Jackson State. So Jackson State is just gonna whoop up on the rest of the HBCU.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because the other one's not gonna get the same talent that they're gonna get there.
Yeah.
And like I say, when I said that about basketball, I know this is not a HBCU. This is actually a Division I. But I'm just gonna bring the example of how the top players can go somewhere and change the narrative there. Like when I came out of high school, when Lance Williams, Bobby Simmons, and Quentin Richardson went to DePaul.
Yeah.
DePaul hadn't been nothing since our parents was, when Mark McGuire and all them, I hear stories about them days.
Right.
But DePaul was in the 20-year of nothing, basically. And them three guys, the top three guys in the state of Illinois, said, you know what? They could have went anywhere in the nation.
Oh, yeah, they could have went anywhere.
And them three got together and said, you know what, we're going to go to DePaul. They put DePaul back on TV. They put DePaul in the tournament.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Sure did.
And after them, here come Amari Sawyer.
Mm-hmm.
Here come Paul McPherson went there. Here come Andre Brown from Leo. Remember for a stretch, now everybody going there.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, it can happen. I mean, I'm curious to see, will it happen?
Yeah.
Because, I mean, I think Prime is making good strides over there. You know what I'm saying? Like, as far as giving back and all that and making that program great. You know what I'm saying? It has the potential of being a great program. Like, he did real good last year. I'm curious to see what he's going to do this year. You know what I'm saying?
I think he's going to do the same thing. Because, again, I think he got all the talent.
Yeah, on that team. Yeah. The only thing is, if he gets to that bowl and beat a D1 squad,
man, now that's going to be...
Now that's going to be something.
And I think he can.
Yeah, I mean,
I think you can, and this ain't no knock because I don't want nobody to see this. He can beat a Northern, a Western Illinois.
Yeah, Northwestern, something like that.
I don't know, not Northwestern Big Ten. That's still a big program, even though they're not winning where they at. But I'm saying, like, you gotta think like your Western Kentucky or something like that. Those are still like D1 schools. Like he gonna pop one of them. Or it's gonna take for him. Or you know how like Bama schedules some of them weaker teams?
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna need one of them D1 like Northern Illinois or Western Kentucky or Northern something to schedule them.
Just to schedule them.
Yeah,
and see how they
And
the thing is, they ain't gotta win.
Right.
Like if they play up to them where it's a tough fall game, that's a win for them.
Yeah.
You know, so that's a win right there within itself. Now, if they get blown out, then motherfuckers like, yeah, the motherfuckers ain't ready yet.
They don't belong. But if they pop somebody.
Oh, yeah. If they keep the game close and it's a nail-biter game or they win, it's going to be the talk. It's going to be the talk.
But before, you know what I'm saying, before we close out, before we was, came along, guys went to them. Like I say, we name all that. Jerry Rice, Walter Payton. You know, all them guys went to HBCU, but I think they had to.
I was about to say
in a lot of cases.
I was about to say they had to. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these big name schools wasn't letting the blacks in there like that. You know what I'm saying? So they didn't have a choice, and they just had to ball that where they was. They just an exception to the rule, you know, because like some people they went there and they just wasn't good. Right. But these people went there and they just happened to be like great players and got drafted. So I'm curious to see what's gonna happen. You know, I'm very curious to see. I'm gonna try to watch more games. I might have called maybe 2 or 3 games.
We gotta go.
Okay.
We gotta go. It was brought to my attention when they homecoming there. Now I know getting to homecoming probably gonna be hard because you know what I'm saying. People gonna flock to them because they what they doing now. But we gotta probably try to catch a game or something, man. Show them some support.
Yeah, man. We should get down there. Yeah,
most
definitely.
Yeah, so. And you know what? Our goal is we're gonna go down there, man. And at that point, we're gonna broadcast from Jackson State or something.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? We're gonna broadcast, hopefully get some interviews or something, man. Yep. We're gonna bring the business to Jackson State, man.
Bring the business out there, show the atmosphere, you know what I'm saying, and see the growth of the program. Most definitely. So Dion, man, we rooting for you, man, because we believe you gonna catch this episode, man. That's how big we gonna get with this thing. So, yes, sir. So Jackson State, man, and all the HBCUs, man, we riding with you and we rooting for you guys, man. Absolutely, man. So, man, that was another episode of Bringing the Business, man. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube page. Go to the Facebook page. Bringing the Business is the name of both of them, man. Absolutely, man. Like you said, don't forget to subscribe. Don't just watch, subscribe. And share it. Yeah. Subscribe and share
all these episodes and everything like that. Go in there and check us out.
All right.
Peace.
Bringing the business, ready to go at the top of the dime. Bringing the